Welcome back, bold and beautiful fans. Just when peace seems secure, the storm erupts again. Steffy and Hope are on a collision course, with Liam trapped in the middle. Old grudges rise, new wounds open, and Los Angeles braces for a war of love, loyalty, and betrayal. Buckle up, the battle is about to explode. Not long ago, viewers witnessed something almost unthinkable: Hope Logan and Steffy Forrester standing on the same side. For two women whose history is soaked in rivalry, resentment, and battles over the same man, it felt surreal. What could possibly unite them after years of icy glares and cutting words? The terrifying possibility that Liam Spencer was facing a death sentence. The moment the news hit, everything changed. Suddenly, the old grudges seemed small. The jealousies that once drove them apart were replaced by shared tears and whispered fears. Both women understood the crushing weight of what it would mean to tell Liam's daughter that her father was dying. In that fear, they leaned on each other. For once, they weren't enemies, they were allies, bound together by love for the same man, love for his family, and dread of the pain his little girl would face. It was raw, it was heartbreaking, and for a moment, it seemed like maybe, just maybe, time and tragedy had matured them beyond their endless rivalry. Fans held their breath. Was this the end of the feud? Could Hope and Steffy actually build something like friendship? But those who know the bold and the beautiful also know the truth. Peace between these two is never a destination, only a brief stop before the storm returns. But then came the twist that flipped everything upside down. Grace Buckingham's deceit was dragged into the light, and with it, Liam's supposed terminal diagnosis collapsed like a house of cards. Suddenly, the man who thought he had months to live was given back his future. The death sentence was gone, and in its place, relief and rebirth. For Liam, this meant a chance to breathe again, to look at life not as a countdown but as an open horizon. And what did he want in that horizon? Hope, the woman who had stood by him through the fear, the woman who had shed tears for him, the woman he still felt connected to in ways he couldn't deny. For Hope, the revelation was equally life-altering. The relief of not losing Liam reignited something dangerous, feelings she had tried to bury. Despite her engagement to Carter Walton, despite all her attempts to move forward, Liam still had a hold on her heart. Their history, their shared pain, their enduring chemistry, it refused to stay silent. Her future with Carter wavered, her plans faltered, and suddenly, she was looking back at Liam with the same longing she once vowed to suppress. But this new flame, this dangerous spark of rediscovered love, was about to collide head-on with a force no less powerful: Steffy's determination to protect Liam at all costs. When Steffy Forrester sets foot back in Los Angeles, it's not a quiet return. It's a thunderclap. Her presence alone changes the atmosphere, because everyone knows what she brings with her: fierce loyalty, unshakable opinions, and a fire that never dies. Steffy steps back into a world already shifting. She sees Hope circling closer to Liam, sees the spark in Hope's eyes, and immediately recognizes the storm that's coming. For Steffy, this isn't just another tug-of-war over love. It's about protecting Liam from falling back into old heartbreak, about defending her family's stability, about standing guard over a man who has been caught in too many destructive cycles. And then come the words. Just 4 words, but they're enough to set everything ablaze again. You don't belong together. It's simple, it's brutal, and it cuts deep. To Steffy, it's the truth. She's watched Liam and Hope crash and burn too many times, and she refuses to stand by and let it happen again. But to Hope, those words are a declaration of war. They're not advice. They're an attack on her love, her choices, her future. The room would practically tremble as Steffy delivers that line, her eyes blazing with certainty. And Hope? Her heart would pound with equal parts rage and defiance. Because if Steffy thinks she can scare her away, she's wrong. What Steffy sees as protection, Hope sees as control. What Steffy calls honesty, Hope calls sabotage. In that moment, the fragile peace shatters. The truce is over. And the feud that fans know so well, the war between Steffy and Hope, is reborn, fiercer than ever before. Hope Logan is no longer the fragile dreamer she once was. Over the years, she has fought through heartbreak, betrayal, and endless cycles of disappointment. That struggle has forged a stronger, sharper woman. One who insists on steering her own destiny. She doesn't want to be told what to do. Not by her mother, not by Ridge, and certainly not by Steffy. But deep down, strength does not erase doubt. Liam still represents the great contradiction in her life. He is comfort and chaos, passion and pain, safety and danger all rolled into one man. With Carter, she sees stability, someone who could offer her a life without constant drama. And yet, when she looks at Carter, she doesn't see the same history, the same electricity, the same forever that she once imagined with Liam. So when Steffy throws down her warning, when she hurls those 4 words like a dagger, "You don't belong together," it cuts into Hope's very soul. Should she fight back, defiantly protecting her right to love Liam no matter the cost? Or should she admit, even privately, that maybe Steffy is right? That maybe her love story is destined to end in ashes again? This is where Hope becomes fascinating, not as a perfect heroine, but as a flawed woman, torn between her head, her heart, and her pride. And then there's Liam Spencer. Always in the eye of the storm, always the man at the center of someone else's war. He has been the cause of tears, the spark of rivalries, and the reason for broken hearts. He's loved 2 women at once, and that has been both his greatest passion and his greatest curse. The false medical scare should have been his reset button. A wake-up call, a chance to cherish life without complications. But instead, it's only dragged him deeper into the same dangerous triangle. His relief at surviving now feels almost cruel, because with life ahead of him comes choices, and with choices come consequences. With Hope, Liam finds familiarity, a bond rooted in years of love and shared struggles. With Steffy, he finds a different kind of fire, a woman who challenges him, protects him, and refuses to let him fall into weakness. Both women claim to love him, but both also pull him in directions that could tear his soul apart. Fans are now asking the real question: will Liam finally take control of his story? Will he step out of the role of prize, pawn, and peacemaker, and become the man who makes a definitive choice? Or will he once again fall into the same cycle of indecision that has haunted him for years, leaving destruction in his wake? What makes this war so compelling is that it's never just about romance. Hope and Steffy are symbols of something much larger. Hope carries the weight of the Logan legacy, a family of dreamers, fighters, and women who believe love conquers all. Steffy, on the other hand, is pure Forrester fire, pride, power, and the determination to never surrender what she believes is hers. Every clash between these two is more than personal, it's generational. When Hope and Steffy lock horns, the echoes reach Ridge, Brooke, and Taylor. The ripple effects divide families, test loyalties, and shake the very foundation of Forrester Creations. Because in this world, business and personal lives are forever entangled. A fight over Liam could easily spill into boardrooms, fashion shows, and family dinners, making the battlefield much larger than either woman realizes. And that's the danger. This isn't just a fight for love, it's a fight for identity, for legacy, and for control. And in a war this deep, no one comes out unscathed. Spoilers tease that Steffy's return is not one of quiet observation. She will dive straight into the heart of the drama, demanding answers, giving warnings, and drawing clear lines in the sand. Her message will be simple. She will not stand by while Liam and Hope fall back into the same cycle of heartbreak. But Hope is not the same timid girl she once was. This time, she may shock everyone, including Steffy, by refusing to back down. She may fire back, challenging Steffy's authority and defending her right to choose Liam, no matter what anyone else thinks. It's a collision course set to explode. The real mystery is which woman will prevail. Will Steffy's fiery determination scorch Hope's fragile dream of rekindled love? Or will Hope prove that her connection with Liam is not a weakness, but her greatest strength? One thing is clear. The battle lines are drawn. The rivalry is alive, and Los Angeles is bracing for a war that will reshape families, friendships, and futures.